If the leaks are true and the Lions host Week 1 NFC North opponent,
Okay.
is there one that do you want to get? Do you want to get the he whose name I dare not mention out of the way? Do you want to pinch cheeks? Do you want to kick Jordan Love? Which one would Neil Rule want most? See here, I thought you were being sincere.
No, yeah, it's got to be the Bears, right? Like, there's the most sex appeal to it. It's the most fun.
The bookend?
Biggest draw for sure.
The bookend, if Week 18 is true, start with the Bears, end with the Bears?
Yeah, and I saw people in here, too. Here's what Paper Chungus, football talk is for August. It's what the people want, Paper Chungus.
People just voted
I'm gonna push the scuba stuff back. Probably to the second hour because we'll probably talk about this for 45 minutes because of this guy right here. But whatever. All right, Sean, I'll play your silly little game. You want to know what – because I see people – and earlier in the chat there was a message about that where they said Chicago in January and they gave like the vomit emoji. Here's what I noticed too, and I heard this on the flagship. I've heard this on other shows here at Woodward. Has this fear from the Lions playing outside? Well, the Lions have all these games outdoors this year. They only had 2 last year. What in the Lions' DNA, what in the Lions' body of work suggests that they're not effective / don't want to play well outdoors?
You know, when I realized it last year, that again, I hate to keep saying this. It's different. The results are different. I don't hate to keep saying it, but I'm just tired of people thinking and comparing this group to Lions teams of the past. Neil, do you remember how they embraced? Remember all the talk before the game in Green Bay was how miserable it was going to be. Oh, raining all day, and the Packers are used to it, and Jordan Love. And Dan Campbell came out and basically said, man, I love this. This is what we play for. This is what – isn't this what every guy wants? And then we went out there, and we looked like the team that played in those elements, man.
Do you think Penei Sewell gives an ish about if it's raining?
No, sir.
Or if it's cold or – if it's windy, do you think he cares in the least?
No. You see what's happening right now in real time, and everybody can see it. The NFL's getting you right now.
you did this to me.
No, you should have seen the passion in your face. I saw.
Oh, yeah, you could hear it.
Yeah, the NFL.
Well, it was
you have that NFL gleam in your eyes.
It was our first.
Neil's back.
No,
you're wearing the hat. He's wearing the hat.
Neil's in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was like my first. It was the first swing on the range.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting loose.
You got him, Sean. You hooked him.
I'm getting loose. DNC.
All right, so who do you want? You want the Bears?
Yeah, let's do the.
Okay.
Now, would they? Is that a Sunday night game? Like what do they do?
It's got to be.
Could you imagine though? Like pinch those little cheeks
on Sunday night.
On Sunday night. Where their season fell apart, where their season ended. We could have the changing table ready.
Sean, you know what?
Diaper
can I change my answer?
Yeah.
I do want the Vikings. I do, and here's why. Because I want it to be Sunday Night Football, and I want everyone to talk about how great Justin Jefferson is again, and how he's this, and now he's got J.J. McCarthy and Justin Jefferson. He was great, but he was hampered by the quarterback. Now he's got J.J. McCarthy, and I get to hear about it, and I love it, and the run up to it, and the talk with all the Vikings fans, and I say, hey, show me a big game Justin Jefferson's ever done well in. Show me one. You can't. Go look through all of them. You can't. And then I'll get killed, and Sam Flannel and the cute little morning show will be like, can you believe Neil said that about Justin Jefferson? He's crazy. And then I ask for the numbers, and then, 3 catches, 54 yards in the biggest game of his career. Yes, I want the Vikings.
You are so in my bosom.
I want J.J. McCarthy. I
pulled you close to my bosom.
All of it.
We are.
We have the Bears, Sean. Like the Bears. We have the Bears' number. We'll text them later if it all falls apart.
No, I honestly think I would rather have Minnesota as well. And everybody remembers what happened last year, and I think the national media remembers what happens last year. And I'm just going to have the baby powder. They'll be chafing. Don't worry, I'll put a little baby powder on there. You're going to be okay. but really, this is where we're at, Neil. Legitimately, you talk about it, you speak it into existence. People are fired up, and that's how the NFL knows they win. And they were desirous, Spencer, 15 years ago of owning the sports calendar.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
And can we think about J.J. McCarthy or, I don't know, Daniel Jones starting week 1 against Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch in the back end of the Lions secondary with Aiden Hutchinson back.
What are they going to do? What are they going to do against Justin Jefferson?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
What are they going to do?
They'll have to bracket him. But
100%.
I guarantee if they play the Vikings week 1 and J.J. McCarthy is the starting quarterback, Kirby Joseph will pick him off twice. Week 1.
And Spenny will bet it, too. He won't just tell you about it. He'll bet it.
I would bet that.
He'll bet an inordinate amount of money on it.
But we are living it right now. We're having
I'm
these
so back,
conversations.
dude.
The NFL is such that he's dropping prop bets on J.J. McCarthy over under 2 interceptions in week 1.
4 months.
To Kirby Joseph. For a game, again, can I say this? We don't know if the game's happening.
Oh, yeah, Daniel Jones.
We don't even know if the game's happening.
And look at how fired up he is.
Daniel Jones isn't even there to say who's their backup? Who's the Vikings' backup?
Oh, right now.
Is it Beathard again that they bring him back?
Look, I'll look right now. But in the meantime, hey, go over on that tee box and ask those guys. Say, hey, NFL schedule, your thoughts.
NFL schedule, your thoughts.
They wouldn't even.
What?
They wouldn't even hit the ball. Nothing. They would just stand here and talk about the NFL schedule.
Absolutely.
For 30 minutes. You guys are all sickos.
Sam
man.
Howell and Brett Rippon.
Sam Howell.
That's right. They traded for him.
I actually like Sam Howell, but Kirby would still pick him off.
Woodward Sports chat thread. Get into there.
Sam Howell showed signs in Washington that he could.
DNC ENT. I want JJ's blank in the dirt week 1. Super Bowl Cartier, which is why I'm more upset we essentially wasted 3 playoff runs because we neglected the defense for so long. Yeah, because that was their defense that was out there in the playoff game.
What defense did we neglect? Was it Jack Campbell or Kirby Joseph or Brian Branch or Terran Arnold or Aiden Hutchinson or Lee McNeil or what? Where was the neglection?
I don't know.
Neglection. Is that even a word?
Mike G, Michigan Slappy. J.J. McCarthy's more mobile than Fran Tarkington. That's something to think about.
That is fair.
You know what? Yeah, Vikings. They're getting me going. Not even Vikings fan. They're getting me going.
Fran Tarkington?
Fran Tarkington, Sean.
Okay, I'm pretty convinced I'm the only person in here that saw Fran Tarkington play, okay?
The chat's on one.
Fran Tarkington's one of the greatest scramblers ever.
Lems 31M. J.J. McCarthy will not throw 3 picks. The Lions' defense is no Bowling Green defense.
That's fair. That is fair. That is fair. Shout out to Pete and Bowling Green.
Sam Flannel's over in the corner gnashing his teeth together right now.
I can't wait. Oh my
God.
What a I love the summer. I do. The summer is my favorite season. I love golfing. I love going out and tubing, doing all that stuff. I want football to be here so bad it's not even funny.
As I have watched Neil changed in these last 20 minutes, very soon I can see it just when you talk. The fall takes over.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it happened for me. If the fall, just something happens and you're like, you know what?
Because fall golf is good too.
Exactly. You go out on an early Saturday morning where it's like 55 degrees, nobody out there.
Yeah.
The early fall doesn't seem to be as windy as the spring is either.
That is true.
Welcome to the fall.
Early fall, yeah, that's a good point, Chase. Early fall is August.
That's the only correct answer. The best season is the fall, and we'll all move on with our life.
Dante 151 in the super chat. I want the Vikings so the Lions can dump truck them so we can say, what happened to your golden boy, JJ Ryan Ermanni in Mass? Oh, real quick. Who will Ryan Ermanni be rooting for if it is Vikings-Lions in week 1?
He'll root for the Lions.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
He'll root for the Lions.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah, he will. Yes.
But what if the Vikings – you can't tell who he's going to root for before the game. You can tell after the game.
Oh, boy.
To where if the Vikings win and he starts hyping up JJ, then you know who he was rooting for.
He'll hype up JJ if the Vikings win.
Wow.
Could we do a segment on who would Ermanni be rooting for
I
in the Lions-Vikings
imagine.
game?
I can't imagine a first-time rookie struggling. We don't see that very often.
It never happens.
It's just, come on, man.
I want to take his soul.
Oh, I do too. I want Justin Jefferson. I do. I want it again.
He said, I'm going to take his soul.
3 catches, 54 yards. Jordan Addison, no yards. I want it, Sean. Against a defense with 20 dudes on IR. Jason Kenyon in the Super Chat rodeo update. Blaine Houston of McMain, Michigan, won every round of the International Finals Rodeo back in January. He qualified for the College National Finals to be held in June. currently taking pro rodeo by storm down in Texas. I'll have to tap into that.
Dude, that's hype.
Yeah, college national finals in June.
I went to a couple rodeos at MSU. They got the barn up there.
Yeah.
It's fun, man.
We should get Blaine on the show.
Yeah, we should.
Do this, Jason. Reach out as the rodeo finals get closer. We'll get Blaine on the show.
Yeah, shoot me
Real
a
talk.
DM on Twitter.
I want to see blank looks on KOC's face. See how I did? I just got us right back to where we should be. I want to see that same blank look that you saw on KOC's face in the game in Minnesota and the game in Detroit. That's what I want. I want that blank look.
Yeah.
Ryan, I'm stoked up for a rodeo-themed nickel package.
Rodeo-themed nickel package.
We should do one.
We'll figure one out.
What's better, barrel chasers or puck bunnies? 248.
Well, aren't we 313?
Yeah. You know they know how to ride it.
Flow Guy 25. JJ has championship pedigree the same way Dilfer does. What?
You're mad.
I am mad.
But you know why you're mad? You know why you're mad.
Because you're right.
You know we're up 100.
But you need it like we need it.
You know
like
we're
we
up
need
100
it,
listeners.
I know. Oh, yeah.
No, air,
viewership
food,
went
water,
up to
shelter.
30% immediately.
We
It's
all
like they
need
texted
it.
their friends and said, hey, they're finally doing it.
Now, here's the crazy thing. I think I can speak for you here. I'm a bigger college football fan.
As am I, yes.
And I think you and I, but
I'm not.
the NFL's king.
Yeah, I don't fight it.
It's like we don't have these conversations about college football. Even when Michigan is on the precipice of a great season, it's not like this. It's insane. The NFL all day. It works.
Brendan in the super chat's popping, viewership's popping. Brendan in the super chat. My sources say Vikings Lions. Good. I want it. Skull.
60% said they want the Bears. I kind of want the Bears more than the Vikings too. I want to.
So you're cool with one again if the league's week 1, week 18?
I think that would be the best thing the league could do. I think that brings the most. We could talk about that alone for a week. We could talk about playing the Bears to open the season and end the season for a week straight.
Depending on what the
People
stakes
would eat
are.
it up.
And I don't think the Bears are going to be there yet.
No.
That has Sunday night written all over it. That has a Saturday afternoon from Soldier Field. Now that is drop your pants inducing. Right?
I don't disagree with that.
Like, Neil, think about that. It's a random Saturday afternoon, January 5th or whatever the heck the day is. You're sitting at home. The Grizz have the day off. Are you kidding me?
Well,
An afternoon game at Soldier Field?
Talk to me dirty, Sean.
Saturday afternoon at Soldier Field. They're right off.
Brendan also said in the chat, it's all love, Neil, but I want this so bad. He wants the Vikings so bad.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it then. Week 1 of our fake schedule, and let's break it down. A preview of a game that's probably not even going to happen. Let's get into it.
So going
Get in the chat right now. Lions, Vikings. Sean, everybody from the IR's back. Where do you see this going? Because you know where I'm going to be with this. Justin Jefferson, 4 catches. I think Justin Jefferson's output's going to increase this game. I think he's going to have 4 catches for 62 yards.
Neil, we're still a better team than the Vikings. I know they didn't want to accept it last year. They had to accept it. You are replacing a guy who was on a really incredible heater with a rookie. I mean, in essence, JJ's a rookie, right?
JJ McCarthy,
okay,
get it in.
And oh, by the way, the Lions' defense is healthy. And oh, by the way, they're all really, really hungry. I don't like your chances in that game, Viking fan. And I need to remind myself right now. Okay, just
hold on in the chat.
From my understanding, it is May 12th. It is not August 12th. I don't even know if that's the schedule.
We're just breaking down again.
Well, here we go. Mark in the chat. Got to get to JJ though, because he's pesky as a mobile quarterback. I got an army of them. Your thoughts, Sean?
Listen, the fact that Hutch is back, and the fact that this defense has a lot of key pieces back. You want to confuse a young quarterback, and you want to make his life miserable.
You know, I'm going to get in here. I'm going to go all the way. You know, Hutch has been looking really good at camp. He's ready to go. I think, Ahmed Hassanin has looked really good. Expect him to make some splashes
He's getting more
here
reps
and there.
than people think.
Yeah, Marcus Davenport, healthy, had a good camp. I think that we're going to make JJ's life hell.
And I'm telling you right now, the biggest pickup was getting Z back.
Yeah.
That way, I think
you're
Z's
right.
going to have a
Absolutely, Sean.
Now we're talking guys that aren't even on the Lions.
I think
this is cool.
I think them signing Zadarius Smith, that post-June 1 signing of Zadarius Smith that we all already saw happen.
We all knew it was coming.
Yeah, we all knew it was going to come. I think that's going to help a lot. You have Marcus Davenport for the rundowns on that other side, and then you can rotate in Hassanin or Zadarius Smith when it comes to passing down options.
Any concern about Tyleek Williams?
No.
Any concern?
No, I think Tyleek Williams
The
will be used
measurables
well.
haven't been there.
DJ Reader stayed healthy all camp. You love to hear that.
He's got so many good pieces around him, though, Neil. I wouldn't be concerned about it right now.
Yeah.
Well, expect Z to sign this week now that camp's over.
Listen, we're talking about a guy that's not on the team and about a game that we don't even know exists.
Break it down.
It's
Get
May
your
12th.
thoughts in there.
Now listen, now let me throw the Packers in there. I want to save the Packers. I want to save the Packers. Is that okay?
RM Dole, besides scrambling, what does J.J. McCarthy do well, really?
He's got a good arm, a very good arm.
Is it NFL good?
I think
Is it throw from that hash across the field
I
good?
think his ability to throw on the run is NFL good.
It is. I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
When you get him moving, which is quarterbacks are apt to do in the National Football League, I think he's going to be a pretty good quarterback. I'm not joking.
I do too.
I don't have him in the Hall of Fame like Ryan does. Okay.
I like him as a prospect
Shout out to
a lot.
Ermanni. I watched, especially against our guys, Spenny.
Yeah.
That dude getting the pressure, rolling to the right, and firing on a dime. You can't teach that stuff.
I know Neil's not going to like this because it's literally a singular play and one of his first plays he made in college. But when he came into that first game against Ohio State when Michigan was losing, and he made a throw that he rolled to his left off of 1 foot, fired it like 50 yards down the sideline. I was like, okay, that's an NFL arm.
Well, Mark brings up some of his throws as well. Even against TCU, he had 2 pick sixes, and if you watch the game, he got bailed out a lot even through that.
Yeah, but how many naked boots were they allowing JJ to do in that offense? Like, Kevin O'Connell did what he did to Sam Darnold and made him an MVP contender. Is Sam Darnold that much more talented than J.J. McCarthy? I don't believe so. I think Kevin O'Connell is a very good coach, and he's going to have him looking, maybe not to start the season, but eventually he'll be looking pretty good in that offense.
Neil, if we're to compare I think you have to have questions about Jordan now. Obviously, you have to have questions about Caleb. The only question for me and J.J. McCarthy, I mean this, is how soon does it click for him? Because I'll warn everybody, young quarterbacks, first-time guys, things move a little quicker at the NFL level. That's my concern about J.J. McCarthy. I really do. I think he's going to be a darn good pro.
Dumbo Jumbo, J.J. could teach Goff about his elite handoffs. Won't see Goff trip on a handoff ever again.
That's fair. He is an NFL handoffer.
Designed or not.
Stick brought this up too. After Tesla's performance in the preseason, do you feel that maybe J-Mo's on the hot seat a little bit? Now, these are internal issues. We're not talking about the Vikings here, but does it come into play at all?
Yeah,
week one.
We already saw Aiden Hutchinson get his $42 million a year deal in the offseason, so that is something you have to think about.
We completely skipped over one of the annual rites of late July and early August, the 5-man rotation of the receivers. And we just automatically trying to put it in place. That's a beautiful thing.
But we can't take snaps away from Khalif Raymond and Tim Patrick, Sean. They're too essential to our offense. No disrespect, but that's what people sound like in the offseason.
All right, as we wrap this up, predictions. Week 1 of this possible matchup with the Vikings that we don't know is going to happen. But people are locked in.
Yeah.
People are locked in.
I don't think that we'll roll offensively like we did, in particular that second game. But
for this game that we don't even know where it is.
And I don't even know if that's who they're playing. You know what?
Yes.
Lions are going to win comfortably. How's that? 27-17, something like that. Maybe the Vikings get a late score to make it pinch the cheeks, and they only lost by 10. But, yeah, I like the Lions 27-17 over the Vikings week 1.
Maybe. If they play.
If they play and if it's at Ford Field, there are a lot of ifs here. Lions 38, Vikings 17.
Whoa!
Kamal 7 Mile Dog says 34-17 Lions.
Okay.
All right. They're even getting a midseason. I say 53-9. I think 53-9.
2 pick sixes for the Lions.
Yeah,
defense.
but why not? Yeah,
Hutchinson with a pick six.
Tesla $140. 2
There's
tutties.
something about the Vikings and field goals, though, as
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Only putting up some field goals. So
Justin Jefferson, ups his production in a big game. He steps up 4 catches, 61 yards.
We got a great question here from Two Birds Both Stoned. He says, is it too early to start talking about the 2026 draft class?
Mock draft next when we come back.
Should we do a 2026 mock when we're coming back from break?
oh my gosh.
What are the needs of this team going into the 2026 draft?
And here's the reality.
I got it. Let's do it.
Like,
You guys, this is your guys' thing. I'm just here.
Terrifyingly, we're all excited about a dumb draft show.